A mother's love's a blessing, no matter where you roam. Keep her while she's living, you'll miss her when she's gone. Love her as in childhood, when feeble, old, and gray, for you'll never miss a mother's love till she's buried beneath the clay. This is a song I grew up with in Newfoundland. I heard my father sing it so many times I can't tell you. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. I wish you well. I hope everybody's doing well, feeling well. God bless us. So, I'm going to hit a few things that I wanted to tell you about first. First. I am a Scorpio going through this retrograde, and believe me, when I tell you I've had somebody from my past come up that I haven't heard from in years. I have had ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster. It's it's crazy. So, literally the other night when we had the full moon, it was raining here in Alberta. So, I got up around 4:30. It was like quarter after 4, 4:30. I went out. I looked up and there was the full moon in all its glory. There was lots of cloud cover. It was shining through. And I was just went out. I just bathed in it. And then I thought of you guys, of course. So the next thing I run in, I get my iPad. I have this short little video. You'll see the full moon, and you'll actually hear the birds singing, the owl hooting, and you had to like. I mean, it's not. I don't have a mic or anything. This was spur of the moment, but like it just made me realize that I needed to kind of mention to you guys, the importance of the moon phases, because when you look at the moon, the moon affects the water. It affects the tides. Water is the cups. Cups is emotion. It's all tied in. And when you have a full moon, that is when the sun's illumination just illuminates everything. The sun shines up off the moon and illuminates everything. That's when truth can come. That's when you can be truthful with yourself and say what's working for me and what isn't working for me. And one of the great things about being able to spend a little time with the man in the moon, especially when it's a full moon, you can see things more clearly. You can ask for clarification. You can ask to get rid of those things that no longer service you. And you can also ask the universe, ask for relief. You can ask for the things that you want, because that is the time when it can actually happen. So if you're looking to, whatever it is, if you want to get rid of Donald Trump, talking to the full moon and putting that to put that on the full moon, that's when it can happen. So I took a short video and I'm going to upload it. And I thought, you know what? You might think it's silly, but I think it's a wonderful place to be able to go, to put your intention on it, to put your wishes on it, to use it as a place that's almost like a located place where we can all collectively go to put a prayer, put a positive thought. And seeing that it's Mother's Day, well, prior to that, Marie M., you've left me some comments. I've tried to reply, so please check my reply. As it's Mother's Day, I wanted to put out a Mother's Day. I hate the word contest, but I guess that's the only one I can come up with. So if you would like to win a free reading, and I will give you a free numerology reading, and I will include a personalized 3-month calendar. So that'll kind of, it's my Nina calendar. It's a way I kind of do up a calendar, and say if you have a dentist appointment, you check the calendar and you see, oh, that's a good day to do it. Oh, that's not a good day. Or if you're going for a bank loan or whatever it is, you can check and see what your personalized energies are for that day, and if you should go forth and do it or what have you. So if you would like to have a chance at winning that free numerology little package, give this video a thumbs up. And come Wednesday, I will close it down, and by Thursday, I'll announce a winner. So, yay! Something to look forward to. So, I'll be honest, as a mama, I was horrified, truly, like horrified with what happened with Ahmaud Arbery. And I'm not going to mention the father-son duo who were the ones that were charged in his murder. I do not wish to give them any acknowledgement, any oxygen to take up any room in my words, or to give them any kind of spotlight, because the spotlight should go on the victim. So, and this is an example of the illusion delusion, the reality of where we're to. At this time, we are all being called to say, hey, there is side A, side B, and in between there's the truth. And we're being asked to put ourselves into the shoes of others before we judge them too harshly. Realize that nobody's all good, nobody's all bad. And like when I do a reading, I do my best to not come in with a preconceived notion. I mean, I've done that many readings about Donald Trump. There is no preconceiving there, but I'm just saying, no matter what it is, I try to come in with an even keeled, um, try to leave myself open to the messages, because I believe when things become inconvenient, that's when you're tested. That's when your morality comes in to be tested. That's when a case like this, when you're looking at them saying, there's no racism here. For God's sakes, I can't fathom how a poor black mother would be looking at her son thinking, I'm afraid for his life. I have 3 boys. I worry about them, but I don't have that kind of fear. And this is what 2020 is asking us to do. It's asking us to shine a light on these injustices. And God bless, somebody was able to have the kahunas to put out a video to show the reality of what was going to happen, because without it, there wouldn't have been justice. That's the illusion delusion. You have to put yourself into other people's shoes to be able to see the energies and to see the truth of a situation, because what you think is correct today, you will find out in the future that that's not the way it was. And no matter how much we would love to think that there's going to be this, amazing time when Superman's got to come in and everything's just going to be solved and we're all going to be living in la la land with rainbows and lollipops, and it's just not the truth. That's not the way our lives are going to be. But it doesn't mean it can't be better. There is going to be justice. But it's when we as a people shine the light. And if you don't do it evenly across the board on everything, then you are doing a disservice to everybody. If you're not willing to treat the Tara Reade case, which everybody's saying is a nothing burger, I mean, there's filings in her 1995 divorce case where her husband references her incident at the Joe Biden, when she worked with Joe Biden, and how that affected her for the duration of the time of their marriage. To think that we as a people can't look at the situation, put your mother, put yourself, put your daughter, put a woman of importance. We're on Mother's Day. Even if Tara Reade was a liar, how dare we not give her the same treatment that we did with all the others prior to? Like, it's just, that's the illusion delusion. And thank God in this case with Arbery, that it came to the light. The darkness was not able to get through. And that's what this month is all about. Whether you want to see it or not, it is when the darkness is going to have a light shined on it. And if we're willing to impact it, if we're willing to do something about it, we can shine that light and get justice done. But then, anywho, I thought, let's have a look at this particular case, even though it breaks my heart. But as a mother, I want to know what is around this case. What's the past, present, and future when it comes to Arbery and this whole incident? Will they find justice in this case? Did those men truly have any inkling of reason to do what they did? I mean, God help me, I can't even try to be balanced when it comes to that, because if you've seen the video, you can't. It's just disgusting. So let's just have a look. Let's see. Are they going to get justice in this? Let's look at the past, present, and future and see what there is. Okay. Justice. This is in the past. This is partnered up with the High Priestess. This is inaction on justice. I am telling you, had that video not come out, this would have not even hit the media. But this is the time of the retrograde where truth is going to come out. This is the time of 2020 vision. So in the past, there was inaction on the justice. In the present, you are seeing there's an uprising in people that has changed the trajectory of the situation, because had the video not come out, this would have been hid. But currently there's an uprise of people. There's an uprise of people wanting to say, hold on now, let me see the truth. They're going to change the game of this. And this is what's happening in the next couple of months through the summer. People are going to rise up. They're going to want to say, what's the truth? There's going to be so much communication, so much information, so much media that we're just going to be inundated. And this is just an example, one small example of everything that's going to be coming up. But in the future, we have clarity and we have truth. And it's supported by somebody, a mature, I'm thinking that this is probably a lawyer who's going to be passionate about the case. So let's just ask the question. Will they find, there's a spotlight on this case now. Will there be justice in this case? Will there be justice in this case? Will there be justice in this case for Ahmaud Arbery and his family? Will there be justice? This is reaping the rewards of a fight well fought. I'm telling you, this passionate person, I'm assuming this is going to be the lawyer, is going to passionately fight for this case. People are uprising, and this is not going to be the only uprise you're going to see. And they are going to reap the rewards. This case is going to go and be justice served for Ahmaud and his family. Oh, thank God, mother, thank you. I definitely feel the female energy coming into this. This is definitely a very feminine feeling, because I just feel almost like I'm being hugged. It's like God bless us, and God bless that family. You know how cruel are we as a people? We really need to do better. We really do. So anyway, I just as a little, there we go with my mic yet again. Let's have a quick look at Monsieur Trump, because I had somebody contact me who said, listen, I'd really appreciate it if you would look at that clown every time you did a reading. And you know what? I'm going to do that. I think we should pull a card and just see what's going, how is how is Trump's energies looking for this week starting on May 11th? How is Trump's energies looking starting this week of May 11th? Because we have retro crazy going on this week. So there is going to be quick movement. There's going to be a lot of barbs coming after him. A lot of information is going to be swiping at him. How's his health going to be? How's his health going to be? How is his health going to be? I mean, I've said this before with the numerology reading. His health is very delicate at this time, but this is definitely his mental health. You know, I think there's an energy of Trump's popularity, Trump's ability to come out to be that Teflon Don. It's really leaving. It's like I said to my girlfriend the other day, I had this like, I was trying to kind of like, okay, let me get into his vibration. Is he coming? Is he going? Because I really have a strong feeling like August, he's going to decide, or somebody's going to decide, or the universe is going to decide that enough is enough, and he's going to be gone. It's going to be decided in August. By September, that man's going to be gone. And it scares me because then I'm thinking, is Haley, whatever her name is, the Republican, what's her name? Haley? Oh, God, help me. Anyway, will team up with Pence. I mean, it gets me crazy, but I just get this really strong feeling. And I was talking to my girlfriend, and I said, I tried to get into his energies, and I just picture Medusa with all the snakes coming out because I just feel like he's on this path of complete and utter destruction. So I'm going to do it as I always do. Is he going soon? Is he going to be going before the election? What is going to... Oh, I left out a card. Let me start that again. Put that card in. What's going to happen with Trump? Is he going to leave before the election? He's feeling really pessimistic and he is gearing up for the worst. I think that in his mind, he hasn't made the decision because I think August is still a ways off. But I think when we get to August, he is going to be like, it's not worth it. I think the energies are starting to flow to show that he is getting the feeling of needing to leave. So I believe that the pattern is there. Let's have a quick look at the economy for the month of May because, there's opening and with this retro energy, I'm worried about that being something that may hurt us, whether it be with COVID or with the economy or both. So let's have a look. Let's look at COVID and let's look at the economy. Let's look at the economy. Okay. So for COVID, I got temperance. So this is saying, look, move forth, do it responsibly. Make sure you're trying to do everything as balanced as we can because the reality is we have no other choice but to move forth, but do it smartly. Don't be naive and think, oh, there's not a big deal. Don't stop being as careful as you can. Do so. But also realize that the energies are starting to come to the point where I think there's going to be a flow of information coming over the next while, over the next few months. And I still think that, based on our previous readings and numerology that we've done, that come September, we're going to see a huge relief in this, that we're going to have some better understanding. And that's going to benefit us. So we're still going to be going into the unknown. There's going to be highs and lows and peaks and stuff, but I think we're coming into this time of knowledge and information and seeing things come to pass in some way. When it comes to the economy, we have the Eight of Cups. So we are looking at having to abandon something in search of something better. So I think that with the economy, look, for the next few months, especially going into retrograde, we are going to be in a recession. But this is also saying, look, we left a really good time where things were on the upswing, but this is not the time to lose heart. This is the time to look at how you can manifest and do things differently. And eventually, when we start seeing a few years go by, especially by, 2022, we're going to see a lot of the old systems falling apart and falling down. And it's going to be such a relief and something amazingly great for us at the end of the day. So, any other questions I should think of? Something quick. Ooh. Let's have a quick look into the Mueller report. Isn't that supposed to be possibly coming out soon? Let's have a look at the Mueller report. Past, present, and future. How is that going to affect Donald Trump? Is that going to be a major wow, or is it going to be a major meow? Because the thing that bothers me, it bothers me, is that I think that if they could prove that Russia colluded with Trump, if there really was that kind of information, it would have come out. And if it hasn't come out, well, then there's more than just the perpetrators of the crimes to have to answer. Because if you knowingly know that and you went forth and let all these years go by and let him be president, there are bigger problems and bigger fish to fry. But I do think that it's going to end up being sort of a thing of where Russia and Trump were along the same lines, but there's no definite proof. Will there be proof of obstruction? Yes. Do I think this is going to affect his children more when I think they're going to be looking at Don Jr. and that meeting, when they look at Ivanka and her looking at trying to create a business in Russia with the hotel and stuff. So I think there's a lot there to come out. I just don't know that it's going to be this huge thing, because if it is, then there's a lot more wrong than what is. I think. So let's just look past, present, future. Let's look at the Mueller report. Mueller or Mueller? Which way is it going? Mueller or Mueller? Mueller or Mueller? So, past. Lord Lipton, that card. Present and future. So guys, Temperance. This card is coming out a lot. I think Mueller did this report in a very balanced, in a very tempered way. I think in the report it was very obvious that he was saying, listen, there's not enough here with the limited amount of time that I've got to do this to prove that there was a connection. But if you look into this obstruction, if you look over here, you'll be able to see a lot more, but my hands are tied. So I think he tried to do it in the most balanced way that he possibly could. Then you're looking at the present. This is feeling weighed down. People are feeling the exhaustion of it, that it's been dragged on for this length of time. It's a burden. It's a burden on those who are under suspicion, and it's a burden on those who are looking at it going, my God, you're watching, Flynn get walking away for now, and you're watching Barr get away with everything. And people are all like, Barr was doing stuff in the Reagan administration. This has been a bad guy for a long time. So, in the future, when we're looking at the Mueller report, there is going to be a lot of focus. Sorry, guys. A lot of focus, a lot of hard work put into it. It's going to take a long time. This is not going to happen overnight. There's going to be years of looking into this. There's going to be a lot of time, effort, and a lot of having to really lay a lot of groundwork to kind of look into what's happening here, what has happened here. Will Trump be around to face the music? Huh. Okay, so I said, will Trump be around to face the music? And I get the Hierophant. So there is going to be some pushback on Trump. Is he going to get his full justice, his full just desserts? No. If that was going to be the case, I'd get a stronger card than justice. But there's going to be a ground roots startup of looking into the Trump time. And more is going to come out in the future about it. And we're all just going to be like jaw dropped. Because unfortunately, it's not going to just come out in this big, like, explosion where all the bad people are going to be moved, because a lot of these people have been there for a lot of administrations, and a lot of these people have been there before Trump and will be there after Trump. So we have to get busy and get working on our full moon intentions. Let's put out the intention of getting justice. Let's put out the intention of people getting along, no matter our color, our sex, our religion, or anything. Let's be kind to each other. We can do it. Because, I mean, if we can't do unto others as we have done to ourselves, if we can't have a little respect for Mother Nature and respect for life, then we don't even deserve to be here. Like, we have to do better. And I promise you, through all the numerology and through all the readings, I definitely see the hope that we're going to do better. So, guys, please, please, please like and subscribe and share and press that notification bell. But if you're interested in entering the contest to win a free numerology reading, which will include a 3-month calendar for your personal use, please put a thumbs up. I wish each and every one of you a happy Mother's Day. And for those of you who are men, you came from a woman, so I wish you a happy Mother's Day too. So, wishing you light for your darkness. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys.